And now we'll have Binying Wang, who is the Deputy Director General of Brands and Design Sector, World Intellectual Property Organization. I'm afraid that we have technological problems with the video message, so we will only hear the voice.
To introduce to you Binying Wang, Deputy Director General, Brands and Design Sector, World Intellectual Property Organization.
Good morning. Very warm greetings from India. Your Excellency and the Secretary of State of Ministry of Development, Labor and Technology, Mr. Hamlak, Madam Sweet, the President of Polish State Office, and also Mr. Mark Diedrich, President of the Warsaw Stock Exchange. I guess also see that representative from EU as well. I don't know whether the title is there, but anyway, my work is to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. It is really a great pleasure for me to have this opportunity to speak to you on behalf of the Director General of the organization, Mr. in town, to welcome you to this event co-organized by WIPO and the Polish and the Trademark Office, as well as the Warsaw Stock Market for many years. Frankly speaking, I'm really very much honored in attending this event for the last at least 5 times. Each time I see the different progress made, I'm sure that this event will be also a success. This year, the conference for design in time of crisis, we are all aware that this has caused is still sadly suffering and difficulty throughout the world. Many of the people are still suffering. So my heart and our thoughts go to all those who have lost and lost loved ones because of the pandemic. But against this all difficulty, crisis also have driven innovation. Business had to be even more creative to address this complex challenges and find a new way to work, to create, to market products. New design products certainly are one of those, driven by the crisis itself. Appeared on the market, we can see loss already there. This is particularly noticeable in the hygiene sector with touchless hand sanitizers and also dispensers placed at the entrance of any premise, visors protecting faces and hand-free door openers, as well as a name you can quite name for you. Even when you go into the supermarket, you see all the different shape and the type of private, products made available to make sure that people are entering in a safer environment. Business is competitive, and the resilience one are no longer just measured in terms of patents and the trademarks. The conference today will show that design matters in COVID-19 post-era too. The event will indeed explore the impact of the pandemic on business, new designers addressing these unexpected changes, as well as how companies can use intellectual property, especially brands and designs, to build a stronger, more competitive and endure business. This conference will also discuss on how business IP strategies will change after the end of the pandemic. Let's hope it comes soon. In addition, relevant tools for business, whatever their size, shape, will be presented. I would like to recall that the importance of design in today's world. In this area, I think Poland has made remarkable progress and its contribution to the entire design community in the world. Even in hard and challenging times such as this one we are facing cannot be denied. As a matter of fact, today's event is demonstration of how encouraging, how brave as we are to push forward the intellectual property to make sure it serves the interest of all and also to help us to get out of this pandemic situation as soon as possible. At the WIPO level, we observe the significance from different angles. First, from the statistic viewpoint, let me say that every year WIPO issues an annual report, which is called World Intellectual Property Indicator. The 2020 edition of this report contains data collected in 2019 because of the pandemic. Still, it reflects a steady increase of the industrial design filing activity and shows that more than 1 million industrial designs applications were filed worldwide in 2019, presenting an annual growth of 1.7. So think about in this difficult situation, we are still, the designers and the design community and all the IP offices are still making progress, out of which Poland's contribution is noticeable. Secondly, the importance of design stems from the interest expressed by countries in the Hague system for the international registration of design, industrial design. Now we tend to always call it design because really the design expanded, the scope of design is expanding. In this system, which is managed by the International Bureau of WIPO, helps the designers to protect their designs abroad. Indeed, it offers a cost-effective and efficient means to register designs in several territories by filing a single international implication with WIPO. This system is expanding at a quite constant pace, and only 5 years ago, in 2016, the system covered only 83 countries. Today, it covers 91 countries. Finally, I would like to take this opportunity to say a few words about the work of one WIPO committee, which is also reflects the interesting importance in terms of industrial design for competitiveness of economies. I refer here to the work carried out by the Standing Committee on Law of Trademarks and Industrial Design and Geographic Indications, which is known to many of you as the ICT. The ICT is a forum for discussion for WIPO members and observers on issues of interest to common in the field of industrial design and all those mentioned above. In the beginning of its work, this ICT concentrated for several years on trademarks and geographic indications. Now this has changed over the years. Discussion on draft law treaty, which we call the DLT, started on that, in a few years ago in ICT. This design law treaty aims at harmonizing and streamlining design industry formalities and procedures. This will reduce existing discrepancies in the different jurisdictions and help designers, in particular the SMEs, to get easier, faster, and cheaper protection for their designs at home, market, and abroad. In October this year, the General Assembly of WIPO will discuss the convening of diplomatic conference for the adoption of this treaty. Other topics in the design area, such as protection of geographic user interface and apples, are also currently discussed within ICT and will continue to be examined at the next session of the committee. I invite you all to keep up to this committee's work and also the progress which is made in the design area. Of course, all the subject matter I just mentioned will be of great interest for all the designers. I'm convinced that this conference will increase IP awareness and underline the power of brands and designs. I thank you for your attention and wish you a very successful conference. Once again, I'm sorry for this small technical problem, but nevertheless, I think the message got across, and I do hope that as this event has become a star and a remarkable indicator of a Polish design industry, I wish wholeheartedly that it will grow, progress faster, in particular, taking the change we are facing. And we in WIPO also will take that into consideration of new areas and the new horizontal potentials in the design area and work together and closer with you to make even more progress. Thank you for your attention.